and we have 5 more minutes as I requested, even though he's on the lobby, but we are waiting for drivers anyway. Jasper has error. I saw you're active. Guide is active. Pleasant Ball, I do know. Well, why there is spectator? Okay, no spectator. Okay. So basically, I don't know only where is Plausen. He's trying to ruin his title chances or what? Oh, he's there. Okay, we have some spare minutes, so we can use it on making the configuration of the stream, like preparing all the stuff. And the one damn fact, this race will be better than virtual Grand Prix in Monaco. Do we understand each other? I hope, guys. So thank you for listening, and we are waiting for the start. Okay, there are, look at your vote teams, and Jasper has error, so I need to leave the lobby. Okay, so I need to put on the thumbnail for the video, for the broadcast. Okay, I need to make it as soon as possible. Not this software, but I'll do that very soon. Okay, no one here's to give me the part to the invitation, so let's do that. Okay, Jasper, Ginger, send that. Pleasant will cost, but okay. So basically, bang, bang. Just one thing to do. Okay. Okay. And there we go. So basically we have 19 drivers currently, so we are only waiting for Ero, but he has some problems, he told me, so he's probably restarting his internet, and then we will start automatically. Okay, he's rejoining. I click the spectate. Remember to advertise this broadcast everywhere. There is an hour, but we are waiting for Ero. Some days F1 USA, there we go, we got him. I will check the chat later, very soon. Just give me like 1 minute or something. Because also the description is waiting for us. Okay guys, everything is done. Whoa! Hover spectating. Okay, so they are starting, so we can go, because we have all of the 20 drivers in the grid, like also one reserve. You may go. Yeah, it's the final countdown. Maybe not in the season, but still. I'm clicking the spectator. Let's go with the USA Grand Prix. So we are now waiting for drivers to pick up their strategies. Lansable is asking when we are ready. The problem is we're already. But okay. Yeah. Monaco Grand Prix stealing the broadcast. Oh, hello Mareczek, hello Tapa. So basically, we are now waiting for the attendance because, yeah, virtual Grand Prix, they will crash each other every time, unlike Ero. Okay, no writing on the chat since now on. We are starting the qualifying session very soon. There we go. So let me turn on the every option available. And about the grid, it's like always. There's only Gniewko missing, but he reported it. So we have Marco Botta, a debuting driver as a reserve here in Toro Rosso, the Romanian driver. We cannot say a lot about him, as he's the fresh one. But we are going to see him racing today in the light blue car, because Red Bull is dark blue. Who is going to be the first to leave the garage? And it's going to be, I guess it's Toro Rosso. But I'm not sure. Oh, it's Jasper, so not Toro Rosso, Pat Williams. Jasper was a title contender in Season 1 and Season 2. In both he finished on the third place, even though he had the chance for the championship until the last race of the season in Brazil. However, the incident in Brazil Season 2 happened and he literally finished P10. I think Gerald will take pole. Well, we will see that. Like there is also a thing to announce. It's our Twitter. We've just set up our Twitter account, so I'm going to share the profile of it now. Please follow as soon as you get there. Okay, on the chat. No, or maybe I will do it. Okay, it's just based on the longest straight in the US Grand Prix. And the Austin we are racing since 2012, I mean the real F1 races. So kind of fresh circuit, but it has a lot of inspirations, all about the corners, I mean. Like around here we have inspiration from German Hockenheim track. Then we are going to the Istanbul section. You remember the turn 8, the only difference is that we are turning left in Turkey. Also we have Magot and Beckett's copy after turn 2. And Jasper is about to start the hot lap. We're racing in USA for the first time in this league history, I mean the F1 division, because F3 and F2 and Xbox, all of them raced already. Just let me check out the chat, because I see many messages, but still not many. Hey, is this rain? No, I thought for a literal second. Okay. So my question to you is to advertise this broadcast everywhere, because I need to follow the action. Jasper is about to finish his lap. We have yellow flags in sector 3, but it's Racing Point, it's Renault, so letting each other by. But we are still with Jasper, and there's Nurse are only on the same straight, but he's on the out lap. We will follow him very soon. Jasper enters the sector 3. It's kind of logical that he has the fastest sector 2, as he's the first one to complete it, and he has invalidated lap time. So no more chance for him. But he's on the hot lap 2. There's also Luke. He's on the longest straight with the Javier. He's faster. He was led by Plazable. He was on the old lap. Here we are going to the Istanbul section. to the last two corners. US track has many corners. As I remember, there were 21. Only Singapore has more because of 23. Hausen makes the fastest lap. Haver is slower by 1/10. The fastest lap is 1:31.7. But I think, oh, Luke already beat his lap time, 1:31.5. However, can Max Rowe beat him? Frankenstein goes last, Marco Botta goes 4th. What about Max Rowe? He is making the fastest lap of the qualifying session and he's beating Luke's lap time by 4/10. Patrick goes 6th. So two Romanians currently on the 3rd row provisionally. Axel goes 7th, Nizzo last. Ginger goes now 1:30.9, even outscoring Max Rowe. Julian goes 3rd. We are going to finish this lap with Jure, and I have the standings file, so this means we can watch what's happening. Plazenbol is leading the standings after his second win this season in United Arab Emirates, 188 points. Then we have Max with 182. Julian is 3rd with 175. 4th is Bjorn, 133. 5th is Luke, 127. Axe 6th with 103. These are the only drivers having a chance, mathematically, to claim the championship, to win the title. The rest does not have, like Jody, who is currently a free driver after winning 3 races in a row. As I can see, he has no more chance. Ginger has 70 points, on the 8th place he is. Jesper is in with 68 points, and Mikulici 10th with 39. But Guide has the same amount of points, so this means he may beat Mikulici now and go into top 10, as Gniewko is not starting, he has no more chance, even though I remember very well his only podium in Monza. Okay, improve the standings, updated about Gniewko's DNS. About the US Grand Prix, it was crazy in F2, because Gniewko remembers it better because he was commentating. I personally finished on the 8th place, 7th, sorry, after being very unlucky, being overtaken on the safety car restart, because we had changeable conditions and then safety car at the very end of the Grand Prix. Timat claimed his only win this season. On the 2nd place, was Granty Boy, and on the 3rd we had the only podium scored by Gui Guir. Well, the end of the race was kinda crazy. After this race, this is keyword, after this race, you may watch it. It is on our channel. The finish was very crazy. What about Loser? He's coming to the garage. Guides on hot tires, by the way. Let's check out the tires drivers have. And only both Renault drivers have hard tires and Frankenstein is on mediums. The rest are on softs. Is there rain coming? I don't know. Guide goes 1:35.4, so this is the worst lap time from the drivers who have done it since now. There are some yellow flags at the turn 1. So we are with Jesper now. He had an invalidated lap time the first try, we were watching it. But what about now? He hasn't got invalidated. This is a chance for him to finish this lap finally. And he makes it with lap time of 1:22.1, 13th place. So only Nuros and Bjorn with no lap times. Jaren 6, so another great quality is coming, and decent one for the Dutch driver. But we know about his bad luck at races. The last points scored by him were, in fact, were in Russia. But after that he had two, did not finish, even though he started from the front row. He only scored 14 points this season, 20th place on the championship. 18 points were scored by Loser. The most of them in the Italian Grand Prix, which was very crazy. Okay, who is on the hot lap? Because we need to know it. Okay, it's not Isai. Okay, we have only 4 people watching this broadcast. That's disappointing, even though there was... yeah. And even though there is that virtual Grand Prix, but who cares about that? Okay, so I know you hear my keyboard, and I know it's kinda loud. But yeah, I'm pinging everyone on Discord. Because we had 15, 16 drivers around in Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Yeah, looks like Sector 2, but it's one of the Ferraris going very slowly. There is also Javier on the first sector. Who is on the last sector? This is the question. This is Mercedes, but both are on outlap. Axel outlap 2. Maybe Racing Point of Houseman. Because Julian is starting. So many drivers starting their laps now. As we are only less than 8 minutes to go. I don't know what you mean, Libanov. But I'm gonna type to you something very soon after this hot lap, because then we have nothing to follow, to be honest. That's... Javier did third. 131.1. And 7th with Houseman. Okay, so Libanov. I think I can contact you now on Discord. Is there anyone to show you a hot lap? Access finishing, same as Maxro. Maxro, yes, outscores, but we are with his teammate. Drunkenstein put softs. And he's done the fastest lap with them, but losing one that acclimates Ninth. By the way, our grid is very equal, because excluding Maxro Ginger, from Javier to Dukes on the P12, we have only 0.8 of difference. Okay, just a second, please. I will be showing you the loser. There are so many things on Discord. And Nuruza did 6 with 131.4. Where is Bjorn? Bjorn is on the start of Sector 2. So we are going to watch one of the Ferraris look. Who's going to make the 5th time now. 5th lap time, 131.0. So the... oh, and Julian did the provisional pole now. Hassan 8th. Drunkenstein is not on the hot lap now. What about Bjorn? Well, to be honest, I don't know who to follow now, but one of the Williams? No, because just for starting this lap is that Drunkenstein coming to the pits. Okay, one of the McLarens. They are both probably on the in laps. Maybe Renault, but they're on out laps. So only Bjorn. Bjorn, he's half a stinky RS, but he's going to make it until the finish line, and he makes it to the pits. So another time when we have no lap time made by Bjorn. Okay, so another time you hear the keyboard. This is on the hot lap, but Luke is also on the in lap, so many drivers are not making the best laps. Okay, there is Jasper, but we have some lags. Okay, just written a tweet on Twitter. Okay, did it, and I see. Nice. Welcome everyone. By the way, what have you written? That's kinda curious question. We have sun shining around the track. We started the qualifying when though it was cloudy. Jesper makes P14 with 131.9. Also, Guyot makes the purple sector 2. Nizo has invalidated lap time. Everyone is now on soft, trying to make the best lap possible. We'll claim the pole, because we have that rule that we have one additional point for getting the pole position. Of course, you need to finish the race, but if you get this, you have that 1 point, and you need to keep it until the end of the race. Guyot makes 11. Javier is there an outlap. Yeah, thank you. And you may write it again. I don't mind. Okay, there is Ero starting his hot lap. 3 minutes. We have only 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the qualifying session to go. So, okay. Our reserve driver Marco Boppa is starting his hot lap. What about Ero? He has invalidated. Took me a long time to realize that. So the closest one to finish hot lap is currently Marco Boppa. He only started sector 2. Okay, Adam, by the way, you could have written the full name because of the algorithm. If you write VRF, I can prove you now. YouTube, because I don't want to accept, because VRF and what goes first, how VRFs work, and diagnosis, Mitsubishi, other stuff. So write Virtual Racing Federation if possible. Jordan starting his hot lap, by the way. We're here with Marco Boppa on the sector 3. Yeah, looks like in sector 1 we can see one of the Hasses out of the track, and it's not Drunkenstein, it's Axel, as he's on the outlap. Can Marco Boppa break his 132 power? It's pretty much possible. Let's wait until he crosses the line. He's coming through the last corner, and he doesn't make it! It's only 132.039. Also, there is Williams coming to the line, but we are switching to Javier as he's finishing his lap. Can he outscore his teammates? He doesn't. Like, what happened? Because... okay. Never mind. A racing point coming to the line, but it's a Houseman. What about Bjorn? He's on the sector 3 axis, letting him by. There's only 1 minute to go in this qualifying session. Bjorn comes through last sector, through the Istanbul section, goes to the second last corner, getting out of the track, but still didn't penalize with invalidated lap time. Thank you. And he goes 16th only, so the title contender is probably out of it, because if he will finish on this place, I think his chance will be over. Same as Axel, because he has only mathematical ones. So we have Maxro finishing his hot lap. Can he take the pole position after this corner? He's crossing the line. Can he make it the first place? Yes, he does with 130.7, but he's only 16,000 of a second ahead of Julian, who's now closest to the line. It's Patrick or Jesper. Jesper will not make his hot lap on time. What about Patrick? He goes 11th. So there was Mercedes of Ginger, but he doesn't improve. So the one to try to get the pole position is Julian. As he claimed, he hasn't done the practice before the race. This is interesting fact. Dukes make the 8th place. Can Houseman outscore the Mercedes driver? He makes it. Only to 8th place. We're heading now to Julian as he's on the last corner. Max retires because he has no more chance to improve his lap time. What about Julian? He's done it with 130.6, claiming the pole position. Of course, this is the provisional pole position because we have so many drivers still going. What about the loser? He's on the second last corner. Just behind him there is Jeroen. Crosses the line. Improves his lap time, but not enough to outscore anyone. And Jeroen goes 8th. So we have two Alfa Romeo brothers on the 4th row. Currently, because Axel has invalidated. Axel has 2. I think it's over. What about Jure? He's the last one to make the lap today in the qualifying session. He crosses the line and he makes P18, just ahead of Jasper. So Bjorn is not going to make a lap, same as Axel. Axel heads into the pits. So that's all about the qualifying session. Thank you for the advertisement, madam. Very nice job. So basically, oh, I really just realized, because as we have all quali over, there were some problems with Luis Fonsi on the virtual Grand Prix, but once again, who cares? 50,000 people because they think this is better racing, of course. What about the qualifying? Julian has won ahead of Maxwell by 91 thousandths of a second. Ginger is third with 163 thousandths of loss. Then we have Plausible, Luke, Javier, No Loser, Jeroen, Hausman and Dux. Axel, Patrick, Gayet, Axe, Junkenstein, Bjorn, Nizo, Jure, Jasper and Marco Botta, all out of top 10. Okay, so let's just head into the race. I'm just advertising it. They're spreading. Yeah, and that's why I'm looking for more not Dutch drivers. Okay. So better spread our broadcast. Twitter, Facebook, all is yours. And for everyone on this broadcast. If someone's alive here, please write something on the chat and I will be drinking water for you. Who you are supporting today, by the way? And what about my new mic? That's a question for you guys. And here we are starting the formation lap. So let's check out the driver strategies as... Yeah, I'm not gonna see that now. Where's the strategy here? Okay, all of the top 10 had to start on soft. Outside top 10 only Guy, the Trunkers and Marco Botta are doing it. On the medium tires we have Axel, we have Patrick, Axe, Bjorn, Nizo, Jure and Jasper. So these are 7 drivers on medium tires. Hard to think that Jasper will start to contender in season 1 and 2 and now he's 19th on the qualifying. Plausible warming up his tires, so the question goes to you, who is going to win this Grand Prix? Well, we're just waiting for the start. As top 3, as you can see, escaped from the race by far. Sorry. Same as Bjorn, Luke, Javier and No Loser. The rest are at the back. Okay, I'm going to advertise it somehow. And why there is written on the description F2 not F1, I realize now. Okay, now it comes. And it's done. Little typo. And now also this one, and I think it's done. Okay, I see one of the Williams disqualified from the formation lap as it's Patrick. Same as Guyett. We're starting the Grand Prix very soon. It's just my DualShock going very loud, but I can do it very silent too. Okay, let's stop talking about something that no one cares. We have a race about to start. Julian goes with the pole position, and on the next to him is Max. Then we have Ginger, Plausible, Luke, and Javier. Remember, the turn 1 is the place where we can attack very easy down the inside, as Raikkonen has done it on Hamilton 2018 on the start of the US Grand Prix. Sejan is gonna win, but we'll see. He's starting 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Julian or Max Rowe. 2 title contenders out the front row, and slides out, and away we go. Julian's trying to take the inside line, and he makes it very well, keeping the lead of the US Grand Prix. There are people trying to make a move in sideline. As you can see, Jeroen goes 4th, going with 2, and there's also Crash, and Guyett out of the track he goes. The drivers have to avoid him, and fortunately they have done it. Julian goes first, then we have Ginger ahead of him, there is Max Rowe, Plausible, Luke on the 4th and 5th. Jeroen promoted to P6, and the loser stood on his place. Not same as Javier, because Javier has dropped. And Luke has now chance to overtake Plausible. This race will decide if he has more title chance today, if he will have it anymore. They will be going with 2 on the straight, and Luke goes 4th as he has faster engine mode. What about Plausible? He also has ERS4, but Luke had a better exit, and this makes him currently P4. But Plausible will try to go inside line, and he makes it. No, they are still going with 2. Plausible goes now 4th. They are going, and remember what happened here with Sebastian Vettel. But Luke doesn't make a spin here, as he still continues the race, but in the 5th place. Pretty nice battle between you two. And both Alphas are waiting for the action ahead. To confirm, former Alan for now, he's Julian, is leading the race ahead of Ginger and ahead of Max Rowe. Welcome everyone on the broadcast. Hope you will stay until the end of the race, because our race used to be very dramatic, and it's not gonna be another race today. It's gonna be another mud race. I think for us spectators it's pretty nice, not for the drivers, but still. Don't joke about Vettel. This was not a joke, but it was just reminding about what happened there in 2018. At least Raikkonen won this race for the Ferrari fans. It's his last win and last podium since 2018. Since today. Okay, this is what I meant. Jesper made a nice promotion as his P15 starting P19. Guyett suffers a lot as he's last currently, losing 2 seconds, but we're back to the front. Do we have any will-to-will battles incoming? It's going to be between Javi and Jeroen probably, but they are not making it. So we are staying with what was at the beginning of the straight, or maybe there was one of the halves, and it was Frankenstein maybe, but I really don't know. Bjorn overtakes Jesper. Jesper was also out of the track for a moment, same as the Red Bull driver, and Bjorn goes P15. There are a lot of moves down the inside in this corner, it's very easy to make it. And Frankenstein is still ahead of Marco Botta, and I thought for a second Marco Botta is spun, but he's still on the P13. Axel is going to be one of the strategy winners today, to be honest. Oh, Bjorn goes once again out of the track. Plausible makes the fastest lap of the race so far. The RS is now unable to. So, before the Istanbul section, as I call it, we have a very easy place to overtake, same as after the second DRS, and the turn 1 is also the place when you can also make an overtake. And after this whole section here, on the 62, there is also a hairpin, making another easy place to overtake. We'll stay with Javier and Ero, and as they are very close to each other, I think the closest. Even though Maxer is only 210, so we will switch to Maxer and Ginger. We remember what happened between them in the Italian Grand Prix back this season in April. Maxer goes down the inside as he's still going will to win. He has DRS at least, but same as Ginger. Marco Botta meanwhile overtakes Frankenstein, and Frankenstein is also overtaken by Patrick. Let's see if this is any incident. We'll go back to this battle, and Maxo stays third. Let's go back. And they are going 3 wide into the turn 12, as I remember. And Patrick is going to be a winner of this battle, and he goes P12. Marco Botta is 30. Then we have Frankenstein 14, who is going to also have a move down the inside made by Bjorn. Still stays on this position. So we are going to see another battle between them. Bjorn goes once again will to will with Jesper. Regained 1 second after losing after that spin. Patrick is now just ahead of Marco Botta. They are going to fight for the 12th place now. On the DR straight, it's going to be verified who is going to be P12. Let's go back to the top. As we can see, still the top 3 are going in the same order. Plausible has to defend from Luke as the Ferrari driver tries to look for some speed, and does his best to overtake Plausible for the 4th place. But the most dependent thing today will be penalties. Maxwell almost goes will to will with Ginger, and this section it's not the best option to do. Let's say Ginger goes out of the track, same as Vettel has done last year in US Grand Prix. But Maxwell, can he go down the inside line? Now he makes a proper dive, and he claims the 2nd place. They are going will to will. Ginger is still fighting with him. Let's see how it will go. They are will to will. Mercedes versus McLaren driver for the 2nd place in this Grand Prix in the lap 4 already. And Maxwell goes and makes his move down the inside. He cuts the corner. Ginger now has the inside line. Now he goes inside, and he makes the 2nd place back. Plausible's 4th. Watching this all of the battle, Maxo is still fighting for the 2nd place. They are going will to will for literally half of the lap now, and Maxo is now 2nd. No, we cannot say like that. It's going to be very hard battle between the Mercedes driver, the Dutch driver, and the Frenchman for the 2nd place. Luke already goes to the pit stop. Does he have wing damage? And for a moment he already went 2nd. Maxo goes ahead of Ginger now. This is not the best option for Luke about the title battle. Luke changes his tires to mediums. There was no front wing change. Also Bjorn will go inside line into turn 1 to fight for the 30th place. Jesper makes the late braking, but he still made it to gain the 13th place. And Frankenstein already received a 3-second time penalty, which is not going to help him, especially if we have very close event today. As you can see, we have many groups here trying to get the best places in their battles. Already, still we can say that we have all of the drivers continuing the race. This is not usually happening in Ero F1 races. Javier goes 6th place ahead of Jero, and after this DRS straight we are concentrated to the top 4 because 3 of them are title contenders. Ginger is not, but he's a stunning driver. He's done a victory in France. He's done also some podiums like in United Arab Emirates and Hungary. Nurser is also joining this, so maybe finally a chance to go for the top places for him. Marco Botta overtakes Dukes. Meanwhile, he is also getting 3-second time penalty. But the reserve driver is now in the points. Javier heads into the pits now, so probably early pit stops. Let's see which tires he's going to make. Also, Max is not very close, and Javier goes mediums. What about Dukes? This is also an interesting case. Jern fights will to will with Axel, and Jern loses a place. Dukes goes too hard. I don't think, maybe he will make it until the end of the race. Hello Stein, if I pronounce this name well. If wrong, then just notify me. I will pronounce it another way, maybe the proper one. Max has DRS. Julian is not the only driver to not get the the downforce reduction system to accelerate him more on the straight. So he's going to be overtaken by Maxro. It's going to be, it seems to be, as he's, even though he is inside line, Maxro is much faster. Julian tries to go inside and he makes it outside of the track. No, he still stays on it. He has the inside line. Maxro stays on the second place. There's a contact between them, and probably Maxro has minor damage on his front wing. But this was more like racing incident. There is nothing to report now, even though they had a very aggressive rivalry after the safety car in Abu Dhabi. Maxo still stays second, so we will watch this battle. Ginger heads into the pits, probably for medium tires. Maxo has another chance to overtake Julian. Plazenberg goes third, watching this battle from around a second behind. Maxo tries to go outside the line, but he stays second. There are also many pits around. Luke makes the fastest stop on medium tires, which is going to help him pretty much. He's now 14th. Maybe we will watch. Yes, he's 14th, ahead of Ginger by 2 seconds. Tell me already how many drivers crashed in Monaco in the virtual Grand Prix, because I'm not watching it, only one person makes it. I don't want to see suddenly 5 people on the broadcast, but you know what I mean. We have still 20 drivers going. We only had one race like that when everyone finished. It was the French Grand Prix earlier this season. What about Maxo? Can he make a move? Now he goes inside line to overtake Julian. He hides behind. So he was stuck in the second place. And Ero, is it him spun? There were yellow flags in sector 2. I guess it's him because he lost some places. Even though he's still behind Guide, he will not make a move down the inside. So we will move once again to the top. It's going to be rivalry, the battle between Julian and Maxro. Pace of Jaron is shocking. Currently he's P18, but before the pit stop he was on the 7th. Julian and Maxro and also Plausible all are getting to the pits. Norzer's taking the lead of the US Grand Prix currently. This is probably happening in the first time this season, even though he won a couple of races in last 2 seasons. Who can get as a winner of this strategy pit stop battle, and it stays the same as it was ahead of the pit stop, before the pit stop. This is also a chance for Axel, Patrick, Bjorn, Jesper and other drivers to pick up their pace, as they will be ahead, as they are at front for at least a moment. Javier fights Maxro wheel to wheel into turn 2. They are going now into the Silverstone section. Maxro overtakes Italian driver for the 11th place now. Very soon after the pit stop, he gets to fight with Ferrari driver. Norzer still has to make a pit stop, so he'll lose his lead very soon, as his rivals pitted lap or 2 ago. Plasbo is trying to go wheel to wheel with Javier. And can Plausible take the 12th place here? I guess it's going to be done, as Javier has DRS, but he's not using as many power as Plausible. So, have I seen the move? Yes, it's moved by Max once again down the inside. And I guess it's second warning for him, and the penalty is coming. Of course, given by Gabe, because it is not to be given by myself, or Kalexit is the head steward of F1 now. I would did give. But Max still overtakes Julian for the 10th place now. Axel takes the lead as loser. Pits for new tires, they are going to be mediums. That's my prediction. Yes, these are mediums. Only Dukes, Ero and Marco Botta on hot tires, probably trying to survive until the end of the race. Ginger makes the fastest stop of the race so far. Luke is stuck behind Axe. So let's see if he can make a move into 6th place, and he's done it. Pretty nice move, very nice one, which is very enjoyable to see. that these are the moves we would like to see every race. Down the Silverstone section. Beautiful one. But Axel is also making Ginger stuck behind him. Ginger will try to go inside line for the 7th place. He makes it. Does Axel has DRS? No, but he also seems to have damage from wing. Of course, the Master Sacrifice the worst camera we could imagine. As you can see. But I diagnose him with getting minor wing damage. Jasper's 4th place, still stuck behind Bjorn. I wonder if they are making one-stop strategy to drivers at front who hasn't done the pit stop yet. Let's see. Axe and the top 5 other drivers without a pit stop. Luke is now catching Nizo very fast, very quickly, and he will soon get the DRS. Maybe not on the straight, but on the next one. Yes, the next one. Bjorn is trying to take the inside line to fight Jasper for the 3rd place. Moved twice, but this is not the unfair move, not the dangerous one. Also, Max is overtaking Axe. Probably letting by. Luke tries to go wheel to wheel with Ginger. And Ginger overtakes the Ferrari for the 6th place. Even though Luke tried to regain his position, but it didn't happen. Lazabos now tried to go in outside line for the stand on Axe, but this hasn't happened. And now he can go inside line as he has DRS guaranteed. Axe tries to block him inside, but still Plasma will make the job done for the 10th place. And Javier is also trying to make a move to make a little revenge on Plasma to regain the place ahead of the Red Bull driver. Can he make it until the straight? Also, there's Nurse engaged on this battle. We have literally 4 white, like in Italy the last lap. And Nurse has the outside line. This is better to get inside line during battling. And the stern. Same as here, but Nurse gets one and he's ahead of Javier. Now it's pretty clean. We have spot only 1 or 2 spins during this race. Axel is leading the race by 8 seconds already. Bjorn 1 second into the inside and he will go outside very soon. Yes, I'm right. And Ginger is trying to go inside of my side. And it was pretty brave move. And I think it wasn't the smartest one if Jasper turned more down the stern. Ginger would have damage from wing. Also, Luke has a hope that Ginger will get stuck. Axel also gets a penalty behind Ginger. Luke tried to make the move and he almost spun. Making Max going wheel to wheel with the Ferrari, and Max gets ahead on the 7th place. So Luke tried to make a move and only lost on it. The champion of season 2 is currently fighting only for the 4th place in the championship. It's easy to see as Max, Julian and Plaza are getting pretty much far away. Also, we have so many swaps around, and also Julian overtakes Luke for the 8th. Maybe not this time, they are going wheel to wheel. Luke has the inside line now, but he's still losing the place. Also, Ginger overtakes easily Bjorn for the 3rd. This is not a good message for all other winning contenders as Maxro, as Julian, and Luke and Plazenball. Same as the loser. Jasper receives another 3 seconds. He's now behind Bjorn. Can he make it to the 4th place? After this turn, no, he's way too far. What about Julian? He's going inside on Nizo and he's making the 7th place. Very easy move. Same as Plazenball on Luke, but Luke was out of the track. Also, Jaron overtakes Axe. His damage for doing makes Axe suffering. So I think he should change it. He should have changed it already. Jaron receives 3-second time penalty. Axe is already on the Longest straight on this track. Drunkenstyle receives another few seconds. I guess it's 6 seconds now. Max overtakes Jesper for the position number 5. Seems plausible Nizzo. Although plausible goes wheel to wheel. Many drivers are having DRS. What can Luke do here? Can he take the inside line for the 8th? No, there's also Jared in the more inside line. And he goes as on the 9th place, gaining 2 places in 1 braking zone. Look at the Warriors outside line in this corner, but he still manages to make the position number 10. Bjorn fights Maxwell, he loses the place. There's so many action happening on this track. Also Marco Botta fights Frankenstein and Frankenstein goes ahead. We'll head now to Julian. Can he make a move on Jesper? Not in this turn, maybe next one. Bjorn once again, inside, outside, like always. Also Ginger fights Patrick and he overtakes the Romanian for the 2nd place. And also Nizzo almost spun, he had a contact with Luke, but I think it was a major one. Now he's practically his countryman Javier. Please tires, now I realized. Well, only 3 drivers and Hearts, the rest all mediums. The oldest ones have Axel, Nizzo, Jesper, Bjorn, Patrick and Axel. All of these drivers started on their tires, on their mediums, and they're with them till now. Maybe someone is going to do a pit stop very soon. Maybe someone is trying to make one-stop strategy. Also, Luke fights Bjorn and he gets ahead of the Red Bull driver. 7th Julian makes a move, and also plausible. Bjorn lost 3 places in 1 single corner. This is not the greatest message for the title contender, but he tries to go inside. Plausible got contact with Julian. Now Bjorn gets ahead of his teammate. He's not helping the championship leader, who's leading by only 6 points ahead of Maxwell. They are going wheel to wheel. This is not going to end well. As we remember some crashes featuring Red Bull drivers in real F1. Nurser also looks for the space for the 7th. Down the corners. Lassenberg still goes 7th, but Bjorn 8th. He probably has a task to block all their drivers. And Julian also overtakes Jesper. So currently we're going to have an intense fight for 7th place. Oh, Luke was very close to spin. He needed to cut the corner completely. I think this penalty is going to be removed. But this is case for the head steward of F1. How many I see? We are having pretty boring race currently. Not boring, but enjoyable. But not the dirtiest one like Italy. And I think there will be no VSC even. We are going to have a full race. Can just overtake Plausible for the 6th? No. But Maxwell makes a move on Patrick for the 3rd. Jesper locks up, doesn't help him. So you have a pretty good battles here, featuring many drivers. Now Jesper is about to be overtaken by Bjorn or not, because he started to struggle. Axel crosses the line to make lap 15. I don't know, maybe he's trying to survive until lap 20. We have also some clouds ahead. Oh, there's Nurse with a dive. He makes it to Dave. There was also contact between him and Bjorn. Nurse is trying to make as many space as possible. Oh, there's contact and Bjorn is spun on the turn 1, losing part of front wing and also a lot of places. He's now 11th after Jesper was probably trying to make a move. Also, Bjorn tried to go inside of the loser, but it didn't end well for him. Hausen also received a lot of, gained a lot of places. He's now 13th. The rest is really entertaining. I enjoy it. Very nice message from you. Also, Nurs overtakes Jasper for the 7th. Bjorn locks up pretty much. I don't think he's going. Oh, there is also plausible once again with Julian, but Julian has the better line for this turn as he goes 5th. Now plausible has better exit. He has to cross out of the track. I know there are a lot of battles behind. Also, Luke overtakes Jasper, but plausible and Julian are in the fight right now. The situation is helping Maxro pretty much, and this battle as he is fared now. Can plausible overtake Julian for the 5th place? Julian is trying to go inside line. Look at the beautiful camera for the master. But Julian keeps the 5th place. Also we have battle for the P15. Let's watch it. As it's Drankenstein, Dux and Marco Botta. And Drankenstein was... what was that? It was a late braking by the Turk. And he stays 16th. Maybe he has minor wing damage. Back to the top. Plausible against Julian. 4 tenths separating them. As plausible currently has DRS, Julian does not. This means plausible has a chance. Julian takes the inside line. There was a contact between them. They contacted once again. Plausible stays 6th. Julian goes out of the track. He will be 6th now. And he is. Bjorn, even though he has a damage, he still fights with Javier, Cheroen and Houseman. We have now, as Axel crossed the line for starting lap 17, we have 11 laps to go. We are going wheel to wheel with Javier and Houseman, and Javier takes 13th. Cheroen stuck behind Bjorn for the position number 12. Can he make a move into turn 1? This is pretty much possible. Ginger seems to be faster than Maxro. Once again we have beautiful camera master, but Cheroen overtakes Bjorn. It's not done yet. Bjorn goes wheel to wheel with Cheroen, and the Alfa Romeo driver goes out as a winner of this battle, going into 11th. Frankenstein overtakes meanwhile Marco Botta. He hasn't done it 1 lap ago. Now he's doing it. Marco Botta in 16th. Even though he tried to go inside this turn, which is not the best idea. Where are people going, by the way? Because you have clean racing today. Plausible much faster than Patrick into this turn as he makes the 4th place. 7th, Julian can make it. Going inside line, getting position number 5. We will be, as we can see, there are more and more clouds, but we haven't received a message about rain during the race. So this is going to surprise us if there will happen. Drankenstein goes P15, not this time, as Marco Botta tries to make a revenge and hold the 15th place. He has the inside line, the Toro Rosso driver, keeping this position and gets away as a winner of professionally of this battle. Jasper heads into the pits, so we have finally a mandatory pit stop done by the Williams driver. Same as Bjorn. But Bjorn is also probably changing his front wing. There are still some drivers, I guess, who haven't pitted. They are Axel, it's also Patrick, Nizzle, and that's all. The rest of the drivers have pitted. Jasper goes out of the garage, same as Bjorn, on the soft tires. So they have a chance to make a faster stop at least. Marco Botta fights Drankenstein for the 15th. We are going to watch this from Duke's onboard. They are having a nice battle and Drankenstein goes ahead. So now we are heading to the battle between Julian and Plausible. as the Red Bull driver stays in the 4th place. Norris will find out with a major chance to make points. At least he's going to be 6th. And maybe for the 5th. Because considering Axel will pit too. And Axel is going to be around P10 maybe. Here we have grid which is very narrow. As we can see, the gaps are not bigger than 2 seconds or 3 maybe, excluding Nizo to Luke and Marco Botta to Hausman. So as you can follow, the medium hard strategy wasn't the best one. Nizo tries to go inside, but there's not enough space. Nizo goes to the pits, probably for the soft tires. And also Ero overtakes Axe. Meanwhile, they are fighting with for the 19th. They are in the sector 3, as you can see, that light blue and orange dots on the sector 3 there on the last corner, so we can follow this battle a bit. Same as Marco Botta, Frankenstein and Dukes through around the Silverstone section. If we are not showing you some of the battles, they are on the minimap. Guys, this is 3-second time penalty. Look for probably route 4-0 and not to get enough seconds to overtake him. Also, no loser easily overtakes Patrick down into turn 12, as I remembered. Don't kill me if I'm not if it was wrong. Also, Frankenstein only 4 tenths of a second behind Marco Botta. He's much faster on the straight. Can he take a move on the outside? Marco Botta has better one. We have another episode of them fighting wheel to wheel, and Frankenstein makes the position number 12 into this stand, and he goes ahead because there's no major chance for Marco. Maybe this time he will go inside and they meet contact, but Marco Botta still goes ahead. This is pretty. They are banging and patching, but this is pretty one of the cleanest battles. Also, Luke overtakes Patrick for the 7th. Luke has decided to make early pit stop. So his tires are older, probably more worn. Maybe he can save them very well, but we don't know. Frankenstein has a minor knock. Dukes tries to go inside. That was very close to make a contact. He's pretty lucky to avoid that. Nizo is also on the much fastest of tires. He has to make the moves on Dukes, Frankenstein and Marco, but as soon as he can. Still half a second behind Flammable. On the last lap it's going to be very hard, another episode of them battle. Here is another episode of fighting with Axe, by the way. Also Nizo fights Dukes as he goes ahead. Now he has Jester behind. Frankenstein and Marco Botta fighting once again against each other. We are going to see it from Nizo's camera. Frankenstein had a massive gap and he doesn't make it for the 12th place. Now there is Isai. First try to look for some space. That was very close to make a contact. Literally centimeters saved Nizo and Frankenstein from crashing. This time there was a contact. But Nizo has to slow down if he wants to take the 13th place just a bit. Just to make a move. Frankenstein goes behind and he spun! And also there is a crash! You have so many drivers with damaged front wings or just out. Jesper retires from the race. He was probably hit by someone as he retires manually. That was pretty unfortunate. We couldn't spot everything. We only spot Frankenstein's on board. Ero heads into the pits probably for the soft tires. We have no safety car as Jesper decided to retire manually on the track. Only they looks like in sector 1. But they're going to clear very soon. So this is the first major crash in this Grand Prix. We will still stay with Javier and Jeroen as they are fighting. Oh, okay, wait a minute, because Max Rowe closed to Ginger and he's now on the DRS. And this, at the final, he's faster. He was faster in these last laps. As you have lap 22 currently. So let me check out something. Okay, it's now proper. As Jasper is not going to finish this race. By the way, Axel, are you trying to survive with these tires until the finish line? He has to make a pit stop. So, this is a question. When he's going to pit for soft tires? Maybe he only wants to make a fast lap. And Ginger and Max are fighting for the victory on this race today. 20 laps and minutes. By the way, Jasper, what happened around? Because I couldn't spot everything. We were on board with Frankenstein. Maxro fights Ginger for the second. Ginger heads inside line for the stand, but Maxro has a better one to the next one as he makes the second place in the US Grand Prix. This means if Axel pits, he is winning the Grand Prix now. I think it's still not over yet. Because we know how fast Ginger may be. How enjoyable there are battles between those two drivers throughout all of the season. As Ginger has now the DRS, he's faster than Max. So we have cloudy conditions coming here. Ginger tries to work in the move inside. Maxro somehow kept his second place. They are a second behind Axel, so this means if Axel this means that Maxo may have DRS too, and this is not helping the Dutch driver. We will stay with this battle as Ginger is losing only 4 tenths of a second. Oh, that's a good decision, Jasper. When you are crushed and there is no more chance. By the way, you may invite people to this broadcast. Now we have Ginger fighting Maxro for the second. Also Maxro is the DRS from Axel. Axel is probably going to pit this lap. Same as Patrick. There's no more time to wait. Also Frankenstein fights Axel. Oh, the 17th. At least some battles around. Maxo tries to go inside on Axel, and Ginger is now contacted. He gets the 3-second time penalty. Axel tries to spin him off literally. And also Plausible is spun, losing a place to Julian. There is no rain around. Axel has to now reverse and go back on track as soon as he can. Fortunately, he avoids crashing. But Axel has to pit now. We have rain! We've seen some rain spots. This race is now going to be crazy as hell, to be honest. As there are first rain drops. Are the drivers going to pit very soon? Axel pits for softs, so I think there is still time to finish the race on the slick tires. Currently Max is in the race. Oh, there's a safety car because you're retired! Where has he done it? On the main straight he crashed. Okay! Okay! I don't understand the end of the race at all. But now, we are speeding for Inters. Same as probably Axel. This race is going to have a crazy finish. It isn't the Italian Grand Prix still, but we have another candidate for the second race of the season incoming. Axel pits for Inters too. Are the two drivers pitting for Inters? This is the question. The TRs will not be enabled. What is Jeff talking the amount of 18 to the drivers? This is the question. What is engineer advising? Is the crossover or there are still tries? The best tires for now. Max refuses to pit, but Julian doesn't make it. Max pits. 3 minutes for corner cutting. He tried to delay this as much as he can. Plattenbull goes ahead. And probably all the drivers are going on soft or inter. There's no other way. What is Ginger going for? Into tires? No, softs. Max with another soft tires. Same as Julian. Norris goes for inters. Luke is on inters too. Patrick now pits for inter tires. So I think the winners of this race might be literally anyone. Husband is somehow stuck. He gets back on. Niso changes his front wing for inter tires. He goes too. What about his brother? What about Luke's? This is Madman Speed pretty much. Invite everyone to this broadcast for the last lap of the race. I'm going to ping everyone on the Discord. Okay, Dukes gets out of inters. What about Drunkenstein? The top 6 refuse to pit. They believe this, they'll be still able to finish the race on the slick tires. To hear the keyboard, but this rain is getting stronger and stronger. Top 6 refuse to pit. Once again I will tell that, but the rain is getting stronger and stronger. Can they manage to finish the race on the slick tires? Safety car goes ahead of them. This is absolute madness. You're right. Oh, there is plausible making slides. What does it mean? He has to pit. Luke is now going as first, but there's also a chance for loser to win this Grand Prix. Considering that the top 6 pits 4 new tires. Let's see if they are going to make it. Plausible still believes that Jero into the pits. No, he fakes it. Maxro stays. The top 6 stays on the track. They had one decision to make, and I think Luke, no loser, Patrick haven't continued, and so on to P18. We're all right. Our grid is now grouping to one very big group of drivers. A bunch of 18 drivers. Ginger has been tried to overtaken by Axel. And the rain is getting stronger, as you can see. Flazenball, Jerome, Max, or Julian, Ginger and Axel all lost on it. There's also a chance for drivers like Axel and Drunk to claim some points today. Axel's probably run out of form. If he could make a breakthrough, scoring a bit of points, it would be pretty nice for him. Okay, who is going to win this race? This is your prediction in the chat. Dragonstein somehow received 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Axel tries to go as much as he can down the inside to be as close to Ginger as possible. Okay, I think these are pretty much intermediate conditions. Who is going to win this race? That's the question. I don't want to predict because it's unpredictable. Your money is on loser. Safety car goes in this lap. Let's go back to the top and see if the slick tires are going to finish this race. Let me drink water as soon as possible. They started the stumble section. You can see the standings. Everyone can now finish in the points. These last laps are going to be something. Plasball slows down Grid as much as he can. Ero and receives 5 seconds penalty. And we are restarting the race. Who is going to be the leader? Janet Spitz. This is the clear evidence of he has to pit for interest. Now Luke goes fifth. And they are much faster on distance now, I guess. Jeroen lost his consumer. Julian makes the late braking. Ginger can take the third place now. Luke is much faster than Ginger. He goes fourth. Jeroen retires from the session. Another unlucky race. Maybe. Oh, there's also Axel out. Luke somehow goes third now. And also everyone is overtaking drivers on slicks. This means Luke is about to score at least a podium. A big redemption is coming. He tries to overtake Plasball. He makes it. Same as the loser. Max is still keeping the lead. He's 1.5 of a second ahead of everyone. Even Luke is making the late braking. What's going on there? We have 3 wides battle for the position number 11 now. What a mess is around. What a madness. Plasball and Ginger continue to lose places. Patrick goes fourth. And oh, there is Ginger out of the track. He's on the grass. Also, we have 4 wide on the stern. Marco Bot. What is going on? As you can see, it's literally 8 wide. There are wing damages coming around. Luke gets the 3-second time penalty. He's probably out of victory today. Goes with Maxro. Can he take the first place? He's done it. Now there's no loser. Trying to claim it. He has to stay behind. He is stuck behind the Frenchman. Plasball is going to lose the lead today? I think yes. Okay, this is the time for you, no loser. He makes it for the second. Marco Botta goes fifth. He's literally winner of this battle. As he gained a lot of places today. Maxo somehow still stays third. He's the only driver to keep his car on the track. But he still attacked. Also Marco Botta goes here for the 4th place. Can he take the podium today? The debut driver goes third. His countryman stuck behind the McLaren. There was a contact between them. And also he has a group of drivers behind. It's Javier, it's Bjorn and it's Nizo. Patrick goes for the position number 4. Also Maxo continued to lose places. He's behind Javier. Also Nizo had problems. Axel goes 10th. Lucas took a seconds ahead of no loser. Can Nizo take the 8th place on this Grand Prix? They are going well to well with Houseman, but I think it's a bit too far. Maybe a move down the outside will help. But they need to watch out for Maxo. Houseman goes inside. Can he take the position number from Maxo as soon as he can? He's done it, same as Nizo. What about Axel? He stays behind. No, he goes ahead. And also, oh, there's very close to spin. There spins. And this is Maxo's span. Out of the race. Luke is coming to the last sector, but we're watching this battle. Axel tries everything to go to the 8th place. But he's getting out behind Renault Brothers. We're getting to Luke. And I don't think he's winning this Grand Prix. He crosses the line as first. But can the loser take the victory? Can he do it? He has done it after 2 seasons. Marco Botta goes on the podium. Now there's Patrick second. Javier third. Luke fourth. What is this race? Houseman fifth. Axel, Nizo, Bjorn, Marco Botta only after crossing the line third. Tux is getting that one mighty point. And all of the drivers who decided to stay on slicks around it, also there's Julian spinning somehow. They are fighting over. They even over to get what was this race? I don't understand it at all. Patrick with a first podium and Honda division. No loser, back to the top. And we have surprising podium. Have you predicted no loser as a winner? Maybe in the points, to be honest. But as a winner? Same as Patrick, same as Javier. Maybe Javier because he was on the podium. Stop, Drunkenstein. Stop. Because we need to see the results. Just wow, we are going to have a press conference very soon. No loser. His last victory was in Season 2. Wins this Grand Prix ahead of Patrick and Javier. Patrick has his first podium and Javier finished third, second podium of the season. No loser last victory was in Japan, Season 2. Last podium, Brazil, also Season 2. And please stop conversating. Okay, I need to check out the bottom. Oh, thank you, Javier, for leaving the session. We had a mad race today. This is what we need to say. The last driver was only 30 seconds behind the winner. And the winner is no loser. Probably the chat is probably shouting because no loser finally won his Grand Prix. But explain me what happened. This is kinda debatable, but it was another epic race. Okay, we're stuck in the screen. Still not the end of the broadcast because we have still conference to do. Wow, just wow. If there was no rain, the slick tire drivers would still finish at the top. There was no SC, sorry. So, no loser finally, Patrick and Javier. Second best players of the season, they are writing in the chat. Where is... Yes, there he is. And the third driver is Patrick. Okay, just a second.
Forza Ferrari! Okay. Yeah, and GG no loser, and Patrick, yeah, he wasn't part with me, but there's no problem.
Okay, have you... First question, because it's a very long time since Nuruza was in the podium, I tell you. But one question before we go to start the conference. It's if you have the option to allow your voice on the broadcast. Well, I will check out anyway.
Yeah. I think I have. Yeah, I have.
Okay, I see. First question: have you expected that finish?
No, absolutely not.
Nuruza, by the way, your fan club is getting crazy on chat, but I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, GG. It was really good to not taking penalty for you, so GG.
Yes. So, have you predicted the rain? I have a question to you. If you predicted the rain.
Quite so. I thought that Axel would win the race because it was like 10 seconds ahead with mediums, but the rain was a perfect time for the race, and yeah, the safety car did it all.
It changed the race and made it another epic one.
Yeah, it is not at the level of Italian GP, but it's really good.
Not the level of Italian Grand Prix. It's... Okay, after this victory in loser, you're heading, maybe not ahead of Patrick. Yeah, you get ahead of Patrick by 1 point, but you are being promoted by a lot of places today. You're all free. So pretty lucky. As I see, there are many messages around in the Ero F1 chat.
Yeah.
This and about the best race of the season, because you say it wasn't the Italian Grand Prix, but still. Second race of the season: USA, Abu Dhabi, Australia, or Belgium. Now this is the choice.
USA. Yeah, well, I didn't race in some of these races, but yeah, USA is totally better.
Patrick, as you're here, there's a question to you. How it's like to be on podium for the first time in this league? Like in F1, because you were in F2. Oh.
Lap 25, I think, or 26.
24.
Oh. Yeah. Imagine Axel pitting for soft and safety car going out. Woo!
Well, this was caused by Euro crashed at the beginning.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize why there was safety car in lap 24, but okay. It was good.
Well, pretty unlucky for drivers who decided to stay on the slicks. How was to overtake them?
Yeah, fantastic. You know, overtaking Max Rowe, Ginger, Julian, and Plazenball in one lap. Yeah.
All of the title contenders are gone.
Yeah, you will see in my onboard what what I'm doing. I'm no spoiler.
Yes. Who was fourth? It was Luke fourth. So he's gaining a lot now.
Yeah, look, it was and that's really bad for him because he had a 9 seconds time penalty, so pretty bad. He did the call of the intermediates and I followed him, so all the credits to him.
Yeah. But this race was crazy. Okay, got it, the standings. Then we have after look. Houseman with another great result. Axel, Nizo, Bjorn, Marco Botar, the debut driver, and Dukes at the top 10. So, do you have any questions? Driver of the day is probably easy to say. You're the driver of the day, the top 3.
Yeah, but yeah, probably no loser. Or also Patrick, he gained so many positions. So yeah, all the guys that gone to intermediates are the driver of the day.
Okay, so thank you for the race. Thank you for this weekend. This is a proper advertise of Ero. Am I right?
Yeah, and what was the commentary? I'll see the race later, but you have you gone crazy like?
Yes, I'm getting crazy even if Max overtakes some back marker.
Yeah.
So we are going to advertise this race everywhere as an advertise of Ero. Yeah. Finally a victory, finally podium. Finally look at the points. So the title battle is now getting crazy. I wish we had another race like that in Mexico and Japan, so it will go even more crazy. As from the top 3, only Julian is getting a point as he has done the pole position. And what about fastest lap? It was Axel. He will be classified I guess. because he retired on lap 27 or 28. But thank you for the race. Thank you once again for this weekend. Do you have any thoughts to share?
No.
See you. So, goodbye to our viewers.
Goodbye.